You that one, aren't you? And the Tentacle sees Naruto with pure, joy, but no hatred. And I'm gonna say that this Tentails is like, the yin side of, the yin or the yang. I don't know, man. The good side of the nine tails. Like that, this is the good Tentails. And yeah, it has full chakra. And Naruto goes, do you want to be, do you mind if I become your Jinchuriki? And you fuse with my tail beast? And Tentail smiles and nods. So, the Tentails, goes inside Naruto, fuses with Kurama. So Naruto gets, Naruto becomes a 10 tails Jinchuriki. Yeah, boys. He becomes a 10 tails Jinchuriki. And he's already able to create, his unlimited two secret orbs. Now he's a 10 tails Jinchuriki. He has all five chakra natures, everything. He's broken now. Broken. But the thing here happened is, instead of having 10 tails, the 9 tails grew to the size of the 10 tails and gained a 10th tail. And got, like the Rinne Sharingan in both his eyes. And I'm for plot convenience, if anyone tries to extract Nine Tails out of Naruto, Naruto won't die. But the Nine Tails chakra will be extracted, but not the soul. The soul is inside Naruto, which is of course, the Ten Tails now. And the Ten Tails fused with Naruto's Nine Tails, so Naruto's Nine Tails got some of Ten Tails' personality. So now it's kind of like, I'm the strong one, like that. So yeah. And Naruto's Nine Tails chakra will again come back to the new Ten Tails, the new Jubi. And Naruto's like, yes, I'm finally the Jinchuriki, the Jubi. I wonder, how will this village and this world will fight me? But then he goes, but I have to make Raven stronger too, he thinks. And Raven was seeing, Ten Tails, and she sees this new Ten Tails inside Naruto. And she's like, oh, it's just so cute. This Ten Tails looks even cuter. That 10 tails fused with Naruto's 9 tails. This is the most cutest being. And Naruto smiles. And then he goes, Raven, I want to give you something. And then, like, as you can extract some chakra from the tail beast and you can again rebuild it, right? I'm going to say that there was a lot of chakra next to the 10 tails, which I'm going to say was some being's chakra. That was able to turn that into, I'm going to say a tailed beast. I'm gonna say Suki does not yet have Phoenix summoning. Yeah, I'm gonna say she doesn't. Naruto, Raven. Why do I go Suki every time? Raven. Raven doesn't have a Phoenix summoning. Naruto takes a chakra and turns into a Phoenix, and he goes, "This is your new summoning and your partner who live inside you like a tail beast." And his chakra nature is humongous flame, so you can go into tail beast form. And you may ask, how does her tail beast form look like? Simple. If you guys can see, the black, like here, these, it's gonna start, it'll catch flames. And Suki's, like Raven's flower, it'll become bluish red, and it'll be burning. And her clothes will become, it'll be like as if it's on fire. And she'll have, her brown hair will go into, red kind of hair. So yeah, she'll kind of be like Kushina, but not Kushina. So yeah, and she'll be OP like hell. Her chakra is as equal to, I can say that, of an eight tails. And so yeah, Suki's like, amazing, now I have a partner with me, I can talk to her every time. And yeah, Phoenix is a female and she can summon it. And so yeah, Naruto starts training and Naruto does a contract with Dragon. So yeah guys, Naruto makes, what, I don't want this dragon. So yeah guys, this is going to be Naruto's dragon summoning, because guys, making a dragon, it's just, every time just adding a dragon with wings, that kind of does not feel good, man. I'm just gonna make this dragon. It's kind of like Kirin. And this dragon is the, dragon of judgment. This isn't a complete dragon, dragons do not exist in this what if. These beings are called, they are kind of, a side branch, kind of like dragons. Not side branch, but they are a type of dragons, and they're the only surviving dragons. and he's the strongest out of all of them. Okay, guys, and this guy is called, I'm gonna call him Agnologia from fairy tales. Okay, Agnologia. And this dragon can, control over the sky, lightning, earth. He's a judgmentary dragon. So yeah, Naruto trains, goes to, Naruto and Suki go, and they fight with him. Naruto destroys him, demolishes him, and so he becomes his summoning. And Naruto trains with Sage Mode, and I'm gonna say that Naruto's, Suki's, Raven summoning. Damn it, yeah, Raven summoning. Her summoning creates her own Sage Mode, Phoenix Sage Mode. It's just like, like a fire pigment, a flaming pigment just comes on, Suki's, Raven's face. It's just like, Naruto's Sage Mode, but for Raven, it's burning. It's as if it's on fire. And so yeah, and for Naruto, it's like, lightning is coming out of his eyes. Yeah, lightning. If you would have watched My Hero Academia, if you would have seen, Naruto versus, Deku versus Overhaul, and you seen his, 100% power form, you would have noticed that his eyes give out lightning. So yeah, Naruto's also gives out lightning, but not Raven's. And Naruto's body is like completely, it will be covered with blue lightning. So his speed and every other physical features are like boosted like hell in that mode. So yeah, and his chakra control is broken like hell, and gets more chakra like hell. And also in that mode for Naruto and Raven, unlike every other sage mode that they have to like again, once they use chakra, they have to refill it. No, for them it's like unlimited until they deactivate the sage modes. They'll keep gaining natural energy every second. So yeah, and they every day do that. So their natural energy storage limit has increased like exponentially, and now they are like broken like hell. They are kind of like Sage of Six Paths, who is always in six path Sage mode. But unlike him, they can turn it off. And so yeah, Naruto started training in Dragon Sage mode, and as he's the complete Otsutsuki, what happens is soon his pigment starts to fade away. He gets from the dragon, and instead he just gets like a dragon. His eyes turn blue, lightning comes out, and for plot convenience, he's going to have a plus, like Kurama Eye and a plus. And so yeah, guys, that's going to be a broken part for him. So Naruto's going to train with his dragon summoning like shit, and I'm going to say they trained in the another world where this dragon lives in. So nobody knows what happened. And I'm going to say Kakashi. He wanted a powerful summoning. So Naruto gave him a summoning contract, which is a majestic tire lion. Yeah, a lion summoning. And Kakashi also learns Sage mode. But in his Sage mode, the thing happens is he emits silver and orange light little bit. And he has orange, silverish orange pigment on his eyes. So that's his Sage mode. And it's called Maze Sage mode, the lion Sage mode. So yeah, Kakashi has the lion summoning, which is as big as the one tails. And yeah, boy. So it's a powerful summoning, and I'm gonna say that when this was happening, Naruto met like the when on the last day after the like training during the Chunin exams, like before the Chunin exams, what happened is Kankuro was holding Konohamaru, and he was like trying to kill him. Not actually, he was trying to punish him for something. And Naruto, it did this. What if Naruto is going to know Konohamaru, and he actually Hinabi hates Hinata. Hinabi hates Hinata and his dad, and she cries because her parents are very abusive. And unlike canon where Hinabi gets all the praises for being prodigy and all that, I'm gonna say that Hinata acts so bossy, and this makes his father think that Hinabi is useless and Hinata is the one. Whereas Hinabi is the prodigy yet in this what if, but she cries, and so she doesn't like her family in this what if. Yeah, she pretty much hates it. They even abuse her. So she cries every time, and she used to come, and Naoto used to take care of her and Konohamaru and used to train them. And he made the first Hyuga to learn like ninjutsu, because mostly the Hyuga clan members, they try to use only their taijutsu to in battle, like they use their wind palm, only at those. But now to train her in learning new techniques like Rasengan. Yeah, he teaches Konohamaru and her Rasengan earlier in this what if, and also the Rasen Shuriken, which they are able to pull it off, but only one. And now to make them train to throw it, because he knows that if they like hit him with it, they will also get injured. So they train them to throw it, and of course Naruto was able to learn it and mastered it. I mean Konohamaru and you know Hinabi, and Naruto even trained Konohamaru's friends, which are I don't remember their names quite well, but yeah, he even trained them. And Naruto finally, it was time for the Chunin exams when he sees Konohamaru being trying to be beaten up by Kankuro. When Naruto comes and kicks Kankuro away, he's like, don't you dare touch him. If you know one thing, he is the grandson of the third Hokage, and if you do anything to him, there'll be a war between our villages. Even though there's a fourth Hokage, he has to take care of the third Hokage's grandson. And then Naruto's like, and you redhead, you can come out. I can sense your one tails. And the one tails comes out is like, how? And one tails like Gaara goes, you are father, and you are the one. You are his brother. So you are the one who will bring us the back. And Naruto goes, yes, I am. Now leave him. Put the poor guy back to his like happy life. He's suffering because of you. Can't you see? And the one tells goes, his village hates him. Like Naruto goes inside his mindscape, and Gaara is standing over one tells is like, wait, this is how my demon looks like? And Naruto is now standing on his majestic tired 10 Jubi Kurama, and they're like, what is like, wait, Kurama? Is that even you? What happened to you? When did you become 10 tails? And Naruto goes, well, I made him. And like Buntis is like, what? And Naruto's like, in Kurama gives off a little bloodless. I mean, little, and shakes like Buntis like hell, like shit. And then Naruto goes, calm down, Kurama. And then Kurama goes, huh, that that raccoon is still like a raccoon, useless. And Buntis goes, hey, who are you talking about, you fox? And they both are arguing, and then Naruto goes, all right, One Tails, I want you. I want you to become a perfect Jinchuriki with him. I don't want you guys to fight, and I want to do something. And One Tails is like, okay. And Naruto splits out 5% of One Tails chakra out of One Tails, and he seals it inside another seal. So powerful that if the Ghetto Mother rips out One Tails, it doesn't work. So yeah, he just does this for safety, and he says, now if you get removed out of Gaara, Gaara will still be able to talk with you and have your chakra. And one tells them, so intelligent. I should have thought it from your Sage of Six Paths brother. And then now it was like, yeah, what do you think about it, huh? And one tells like, anyways. So Gaara and One Tails become perfect Jinchuriki, and the Sand teams thanks Naruto, and Naruto gives Konohamaru scroll, saying that give this scroll, in this scroll there are many scrolls. Learn this, and you tell them to our small mini team. And Raven knows about it, and she also trains them. She even like lets you know Hinabi tie her a hair, but she normally likes it to be loose. But she still allows her to tie her hair. So yeah, Naruto then keeps goes to the academy, and where he sees you know the entry for the Chunin exams. Naruto simply goes and he completes like enters and he sees there's a genjutsu, and being a perfect Jinchuriki, and that too of 10 tails, the genjutsu doesn't even affect him a shit a bit. And being like having the ultimate Rinnegan, it doesn't have an effect on Naruto. And for Raven has the Phoenix, being a perfect Jinchuriki at the same time having the Rinnegan, she doesn't get the effect as well, and Gaara doesn't as well. So they three just walk. The three teams just walk in like the two teams like boss. They don't even care, and then a Chunin tries to stop them, and Naruto just knocks him out and kicks him out of the building like a pro god. And then of course you guys can expect what will happen. um, Team Kushina appears and they be like, huh, this is the weakest exam. We can easily break through. And they go and stand in the line, and then, but then Sasuke and Menma, they're like, this must be a genjutsu. After a long time, they realize it and they go to, argue with the Chunin. And the Chunin and, Sasuke and Menma have a fight, and Rock Lee appears. And he blocks all three of the attack pretty much with not even a scratch. And like in Canada, Rock Lee challenges Sasuke, but he challenges instead of challenging only Sasuke, he challenges Menma, and he does what he does in canon towards Sakura and Mito. But here he not only does challenge them. The news was heard about the entire Leaf village that Naruto killed Zabuza. So yeah, he wants to challenge Naruto too, and he pretty much obliterates all three like mm, Sasuke and Menma, and then he goes, "All right, I had my fun. Thank you," and he leaves. Unlike in canon, Guy does not come and stop like Rock Lee, because Rock Lee does not have to go full because this did not use Menma did not use the Sage mode and he was pathetic. So is Sasuke. So he beats him, he beats the ass like easily. And Sasuke has only one Tome Sharingan. But I'm gonna say for plot convenience, he knows the Chidori, and you will see why. And so yeah, Naruto trains, like trains with his team, and he practices a lot. He practiced a lot with dojutsu. So he's like, let's see how much I can like use my dojutsu's abilities and how strong I am. I wish if there was someone stronger than me, but there can't be. Anyways, let's go. And he talks with Raven through his telepathy, and Raven and them are like laughing in their minds, like this test is going to be piece of cake. And they come and meet Kakashi. Kakashi says there are actually supposed to be three Genin teams. I mean, three Genins in every team, but you guys' team is special. That's why you guys only have two. And Naruto goes, I know. And Kakashi smiles with eye and he's like, your plan is ready, Naruto? And Naruto goes, yeah, it just needs, the fourth Kazekage for that. And I mean, yeah, fourth Kazekage. I don't know if it's third or fourth. I guess it's fourth Kazekage. So yeah, wait, this, yeah, I think it's the fourth Kazekage. So, anyways, Naruto even told this plan to, I'm gonna say, to, mm, wait, he told his plan to even Gaara, and so Gaara accepted, and so yeah, they enter in the waiting room, and Kabuto still does not talk with Sasuke, but here Sasuke asks everything about even Naruto and I'm gonna say Raven, and he opens and he's like, there's no much data about them, but something about Raven is special. she is, and as he was about to complete, the proctor comes, and Ibiki comes in like, I'm Ibiki and I'll do the test, and he keeps the test, and Naruto and Raven completes the test in like a single minute. Naruto actually had just let's go back to a flashback. During the 3 weeks of training, Naruto even went to the Cloud Village and asked the Cloud Village if he could possibly become a ninja of the cloud. And Naruto showed the like told them about the plan, and then he told that he wants to fuse the create a new village, which with sand and the cloud. And he told that he even resurrected for you the fourth Raikage. He resurrected the third Raikage, and the fourth Raikage was very happy. He's like seeing his dad. He's like, thank you, thank you. And now, as a gift of my appreciation, I allow you to fuse our villages. And now to smiles and goes, but don't worry, I won't use your village for anything. And so he now to goes outside and he goes, can I use your training ground once? And of course, the Raikage goes, okay. Naruto goes, well, let me show you my power. If if I was to fight and destroy the village, I could easily would have, but I wanted to make peace, so that's why. And he shows, his perfect Susanna, and the jaw drops for everyone in the village, and they're like, the heck is that? And Naruto comes back down and is like, you saw my power. I could easily destroy everyone in this village, but I did not want it that. And the third tracker, the fourth tracker understand, and this gave them more reasons to accept Naruto. So they accepted Naruto's request, and so yeah, that's how that goes, guys. And so Naruto completed the Naruto is very, I told you, he's a prodigy. So is Raven, and they complete the exam like just like a snap. They complete the exam in a single minute, and I'm gonna say that um, Minato had the highest scores by completing the exam in 3 minutes. And Naruto and Raven destroyed that record by 1 minute. And Raven and Naruto have a draw, and Raven and Naruto smirked each other. And so yeah, and then after everyone was finished, when the 10th question arrived, Naruto raised his, and everyone were asked to leave. Naruto raised his hand with Raven, and Ibiki was like, just like the other teams, in his mind. Then Naruto slammed his fist on the table, destroying it, shattering it. It's like, who the hell do you think you are? This test has nothing to do with the 10th question. There is no 10th question. You are just making us believe there is one and get fooled, and then we are going to get nothing from it. And Ibiki is like, smart one, aren't you, kid? That's right, there is no 10th question. And Naruto goes, I knew it. And so the second part of the exam begins, and the forest of death. Now in this one, you know I'm going to say for plot convenience, Orochimaru came and he beat Sasuke, Menma, Mito, and he was going back to his sound, his sound 4. Then Naruto appears and he explains his plan, and he says that if you do my work, I'll give you a perfect body. And Orochimaru like gritting his teeth is like, okay. And Naruto goes, I can then, but Orochimaru is like, but how can I trust you? You can give me a perfect body. And Naruto activates his dojutsu. Is like, I can control reality. And he makes Orochimaru into a chicken. And Orochimaru is like, okay, okay, I accept. And Naruto goes, all right. And he snaps, and Orochimaru becomes a normal human. But Naruto goes, first you have that guy's body. I'm gonna make it very worthy. So I'll need some of your members to fuse it, and I'll make a very perfect body. And Orochimaru smiles and he goes, okay. And so yeah, Naruto, goes goes back to his teammates and he's like, hello team, how are you? And like his, of course, like Kakashi Sensei, like the other teams. It's like how are your teams and all the other teams just like angry at Naruto, like how he passed. And for plot convenience, for massive, I mean a massive plot convenience, only Sakura was able to pass. I'm gonna say that Sakura came back, and in the first round, I'm gonna like Sakura was only able to came back, and she then took some Jonins and took like all three of them back, and they're gonna have the fight. And Naruto's team came in like in 2 minutes. They were in at the entrance. They did talk no jutsu quickly with you know Orochimaru, and Orochimaru attacked all the Sasuke's team very easily and very quickly. And so yeah, Naruto was able to like bring Orochimaru to his side. And yeah, Naruto was able to like make Orochimaru become one of his not pawns but one of his allies. So Naruto enters the next part of the exam, and like I'm gonna say that you know Minato and Kushina see this and they're pissed off. Everyone can see they are releasing massive bloodlust, which of course Naruto just doesn't even give a crap, and he's in the box like, oh god. Yeah, he's like, you give me a bloodlust, you bitch. I'll show you what bloodlust is. And he releases his bloodlust, pissing off, by which, with that bloodlust, even Minato and Kushina, both of them piss their pants. And they are like, what the hell is this kid? You are a demon. And Naruto goes, well, I am a demon. You don't have to say that again and again. I am a demon in your eyes, but in my eyes and the people that love me, I'm a god for them. And Naruto goes and even resurrected the fourth Kazekage because he died. Orochimaru killed him, and he explains the plan. Of course, the fourth Kazekage was like, "No, I won't attack the leaf." And Naruto goes, "Well, too bad." And he explains that how Leaf has treated him and how like his son he made him into a perfect Jinchuriki. And after hearing everything that Leaf has treated him, and doing a talk no jutsu saying that please you cannot go to that like evil village and become an ally with it. You can fuse with the cloud village and you can stop the hatred. And so like after a lot of time Kazekage like says he accepts, and he goes to meet Gaara. He like he goes to meet Gaara at his Hokage office. When Gaara returns, he wants to talk with Gaara. So yeah, and he became a kind father. So that goes that way. Now to then he comes back. He sees everyone like staring at him, and then every fight goes the same. In this fight, I'm gonna say that like the curse mark was like like as you guys know, Minato is intelligent with sealing techniques. I'm gonna say that he was able to remove Orochimaru's soul from it and was able to make it such a way that when they use sage energy, that curse mark appears, and by which they can come stronger. And so this is a good thing for both all three of them. So yeah, Naruto, he trains like not trains. I mean, Naruto sits in the railing and he sees, and Hinata versus Neji happens. Hinata versus Neji. Neji and Hinata have a draw. Here, Sasuke versus. It's not going to be some random sound ninja. They retreat because Orochimaru told them to. So it's going to be, Sasuke versus and Sasuke versus. I'm gonna Sakura, and Sakura's like, my Sasuke-kun, please don't hurt me. You will win, I know, Sasuke-kun. You love me, right, Sasuke-kun? Please don't hurt me. And Sasuke starts laughing. He's like, me? Love you? Like, he laughs like a psychopath, and then he does a Chidori and stabs her right through her, her chest, killing him instantly. And now and Sasuke laughs like hell, and everyone was shocked, but they are like, she was anyways useless. And so every fight, like everyone who passes. Menma Mito also pass, and Raven pass. But Naruto versus Kiba is going to be like crazy different. And yeah, Rock Lee versus Neji. I mean, Rock Lee is still going to be, Rock Lee did not fight Naruto in this yet. He wanted to fight, but he could not get a chance. And Rock Lee here is not, that kind guy. He got like Neji's personality. He became evil, and so yeah. And Sakura gets stabbed and she dies. Rock Lee fights with Gaara, and instead of breaking his bones, Gaara just punches him so badly that he's completely knocked the fuck out. And like I'm gonna say it was Naruto versus Kiba, and Kiba's like, I got the fucking demon. I can easily fuck his ass. He's just a weakling. I am the Inuzuka clan's most powerfulest member, and this is Akamaru. And then he says, Fang over Fang, and he does his strongest attacks, and Naruto just kicks him, like plays with him, like, is this the power of your clan? Pathetic. You are a disgrace to your clan. This pisses off, Kiba, and he goes into his, his two-headed beast formation transformation, that two-headed wolf, and he goes, this is my strongest attack, and he gives a lot of, like, I'm gonna say, food pills to Akamaru, making Akamaru go like using his strongest attack, using all of his chakra. He's like, I will kill you, demon, and he does, fang over fang, and he does, his ultimate fang over fang, which Naruto's like, damn it, this is the weakest attack I've ever seen in my world life, in my whole life. And he's like, what? And Naruto goes, now see this. He does hand signs and says, whew. Actually, I don't want to do hand signs. He just says this, I'm gonna just destroy you without doing any hand signs. And he just, just normally, he just goes and kicks like the two like mutt. He's like, I'm gonna destroy you, mutt. And he just kicks the two-headed transformation Kiba and Akamaru and demolishes Kiba. And he's like, then he does hand signs and he's like, huh, huh. He's like, fire style, majestic destroyer flame, and he throws it on like Kiba. Not majestic destroyer flame. He says, fire style, humongous fireball jutsu. And as the fireball clears, they see some blood, and everyone thinks that Kiba is dead. And most of the people are like, the demon. He's a demon. And like Naruto's like, he died. And then all of them are like, why did you kill him? And Naruto goes, this is a Chunin exam. You're allowed to kill. And like everyone are pissed off at Naruto, but Naruto is smiling because when the attack happened, Naruto used Kamui and took Kiba's body, and then he kept Kiba in a genjutsu. And he was able to use his dojutsu and change Kiba's personality and many things he did, which you guys don't need to know yet, but I'll tell you. So Naruto was able to, destroy Kiba, and it was 1 month. 1 month break was given, and I'm gonna say even Anko was told about this and about the plan, and Ibiki was also told. So what happened is during the 1 month time, Naruto goes out of the Leaf Village with of course Raven and Kakashi Sensei, and they come to a secret space where he does hand signs, and then after some time everyone comes, and then a small barrier appears so that nobody can hear them what they're talking or see. And I'm gonna say that when this happens, everyone come out, and they're like like everyone have flying rising markers, and their flying rising marker teleports them everyone to their places, and everyone are like, huh, so you called us for the meeting, eh? And Naruto goes, yeah. And he goes, so what's the plan? And he goes, and I'm gonna say that Naruto, he saw like he like let's go back to a flashback when Naruto was before 3 weeks of training. He went to Tsunade, and he was like, Tsunade, and he saw that Tsunade was actually doing this unwillingly. Yeah, Tsunade was doing this unwillingly. You may guys be like, how? She was in a Koto Amatsukami. the entire time. And you guys are like, wait, so you're going to tell me that, so you are telling me that the Uchiha clan is not massacred? Let me guys just think once. Let me guys tell you. If in this what if I told that Uchiha clan is massacred, I'm sorry, no, it's not. And for for plot convenience, I'm gonna say that yeah, there was, if you guys remember, in the second Hokage's like team, there was another Uchiha who had an ability similar to Kota Matsukami, but not that strong. So yeah, he kept her also in the Kota Matsukami. And Naruto and Itachi is alive in this one. Itachi, yeah, Itachi is alive. Naruto was able to kill Itachi and revive him back. And like, no, you know what? No, no, no. I'm taking them back. Uchiha clan is still alive, and Uchiha clan members Naruto and Fugaku. I mean, not like now. Fugaku thinks that Naruto is his own son, and so Fugaku, Itachi, and Shizui come. And as I was talking about the flashback, yeah, in the flashback now, Naruto was able to release her from that genjutsu, like Tsunade, and then he tells that, and Tsunade is still because of the effect of the genjutsu. The genjutsu only happened after Naruto left. So the hatred for Naruto, she had plenty of it. And Naruto goes, I can revive Dan and her brother. And she's like, you can? Naruto goes, yeah, but you have to teach me the 100 healings mark. And she goes, fine. And Naruto revives her and revives Dan and her brother. And she was very happy. And then she was like, I'm sorry, Naruto. And she starts crying. And Naruto can see her pure heart. And he goes, I forgive you. And she goes, well, if it wasn't for Jiraiya, I I would have never done it. Jiraiya told me that you are the cause that everything is happening and all that. He manipulated me. He told me about the prophecy saying that you are like only like, they are the prophecy children. And if you do that, that will happen. And so Naruto goes, it's okay, Tsunade. And then he goes, could you call me Granny? And Naruto smiles and goes, okay, Granny. And Tsunade is very happy about that. So yeah, but she takes a shadow clone and she sends it to the leaf with a lot of chakra, a lot, and she's only keeping very little so that she can just maintain her figure. And so yeah, she is back. She was with Dan and her brother living somewhere else. So she comes, and then Naruto creates the barrier. Nobody can see them. Then with his dojutsu he creates it. So yeah, now Naruto goes, well, Orochimaru, first, I want to give you a body. And he creates a Kamui vortex and he brings out, you know, as you can expect it is going to be Kiba. And Akamaru died also. Akamaru, the blood was Akamaru's. Naruto was able to cut Kiba's wrist and he was able to keep some blood there. He was so fast that nobody even noticed him. So yeah, and he was like, wait, you're giving me this dog breath? This guy is worse than even Sasuke's body. This is the most worst body. You're giving me this body? And Naruto goes, you forgot about my dojutsu. And he goes, oh yeah. And goes, I need some of the blood samples of your members and I'll do your perfect body with this guy. And he's like, what are you guys talking about? I'll tell the Hokage some. And before he could complete, he had a neck chop to his neck and he, fainted. Naruto Kamuis him again and he goes, well, my first mission is to find the Akatsuki. Did you guys find it? And the fourth Kazekage goes, yeah, I found it. One of the member of the Akatsuki, we were able to detect him and our ninja found him where their base is. Naruto was good. And now it's the time to show this world what we are made of. And so he teleports. And he tells them some plan, and then all of them leave. Naruto then with his team 7, with Kakashi, Raven, and him, they go to the Akatsuki base. Now, upon them arriving, they see every Akatsuki member talking about how to, take the Nine Tails and the One Tails from the leaf. And this is when Naruto comes. He's like, you don't need to. And then everyone like, wait, the Nine Tails. And as they're about to attack, the Zetsu senses, 10 tail level chakra is like, what? And Naruto says, so you got me, huh? And Naruto removes a red chakra hand. Yeah, Naruto's chakra hand became red. It's not gold, it's goldenish red. And he grabs Zetsu and he goes, my dojutsu's ability, dismantle. So, Zetsu got, like, if you would have watched My Hero Academia, if you guys know about this guy, Shigaraki, his ability is, decay. Touches anything and that thing goes decays. Yeah, Naruto was able to decay him completely out of existence, and he's like, alright, you guys all were manipulated by him. And Obito, Kakashi is here, want to tell you something. And he goes, I'm sorry for Rin's death, but Naruto was able to bring Rin back to life. And he was like, wait, what? Really? And Naruto goes, yes. And Obito goes and hugs Naruto, goes, thank you, thank you. And then Rin comes out of nowhere because Naruto bought her with her, which of course I did not tell you guys. Yeah. And when Rin comes out and she's like, so Obito, you really did have a crush on me. And Obito is completely ready. He's like, yeah, I did. And she's like, did you had a minor or gigantic? And he's like, he's mumbling to something. And then she comes and kisses him. I'm gonna say that Obito removed his mask when he was told, when they were like, you can remove his mask, Obito. So yeah. And then she kisses him and Obito, and they do it, and then they do it for 3 minutes, and Naruto goes, could you stop, lovebirds? That's making me kind of jealous. And then, like, Ren goes, but I remember Raven saying that you guys even did for 10-15 minutes. You guys even did that. And Naruto goes, please don't tell. And, Raven, and, like, she was like, too late. And, Kakashi and Obito were looking at him like, what did you guys do? You guys are so small and you guys already did that. And Naruto goes, well, it's not my problem. She wanted it. And she was like, wait, you were the one who wanted it. And they start arguing and then they start laughing. And then he goes, alright, Akatsuki, I have a plan for you guys. And he explains his plan. And he goes, Naruto, I'll revive for you guys. I'll revive Yaiko. And he snaps his finger like this. If you guys can hear the sound, okay. If you're not my problem. He snaps and Yaiko comes back to life. He's like, what was happening? And Conan goes and hugs Yaiko. Is like, I'm so glad you're back to life. And so yeah, the Akatsuki has turned good. And in this 1 month time, the Cloud Village, the Sand Village, they start fusing and create a new village. Now to make sure that that village has all 5 biomes, like sand, grass, the biome required for for the lightning village, the village of hidden cloud village, and he made it for hidden like a waterfall village. Waves. Not waves. The mist village, because he was thinking of making every village come together to make one single village for peace. And he named the village hidden in the peace, and now to became the Kage. And nobody knows about the Kage. Nobody even knew about the village existence. But in that 1 month's time, the entire village was created. Naruto was able to revive everyone's loved ones in that village. And in that 1 month time, he was able to gather, you know, and make alliance with the village hidden in the like rock. And yeah, and Naruto was able to sense kind chakra. So he's able to sense who was like lying or not, who has like kindness in him. So he was able to go to the leaf and kidnapped a lot of people who were kind, and he brought them to his village. And then he's like, and now this village will be destroyed. So you just wait, Hokage. And he revives all the Hokages, and all the Hokages are like, Naruto, we know about your plan, and we completely support you. Like all the 3 Hokages were like, and Naruto starts crying. Is like, thank you, Hokage-sama. And Naruto, and all of them smile at Naruto, and then Naruto goes, now Raven, you ready? Yeah. So after 1 month, they return. Now every match again, like in Goes exactly like the canon, and whoever wins wins. So yeah, now it's fight between Sasuke and Raven, and he was like, he thought that he has a chance to touch her, and he goes into his curse mode. He just closes his eyes, opens and using sage mode, and he goes into his curse mark 3 stage, and everyone are like, what? And then she's like, he's a demon, and he goes, no, unlike your demon, I'm a nice demon, and she goes, but you are a demon. How can a demon be nice? According to you, if demons are evil, how are you nice? And he's like, what? And then he's like, no, I'm not a demon. And then she actually he thinks that Naruto is the one who killed the Uchiha clan now, because I'm gonna say that the entire Uchiha clan was suddenly vanished in the Leaf Village, because Uchihas were suddenly like secretly been taken away to the village in the peace by Naruto's orders, and the Uchihas know about this, and they wanted to be in that village because now in the village they have like near the Hokage's office in the center they have the Uchiha compound, and they are combined with the leaf with the village, and no villagers hate him. That's why they're happy about it, because the villagers don't hate him anymore. They are actually very praised because they are like one of the strongest clans, and that's why the Uchiha clan is happy now. And Sasuke thinks it's their reason that the Uchiha clan is, missing. And so, yeah, but he still thinks that Raven is under his mind control. And he goes, Raven, snap out of it. Don't go under the demon's mind control. Snap out of it. And she goes, shut up. I'm not in his mind control. And he's not a demon. Unlike you, he's a very kind soul. And I'm proud to be her girlfriend. And this makes him very mad. And he goes into his full power. Chidori is like, let's do one thing. If this attack like harms you, you will be my girlfriend. And she's like, smirks and goes, okay. And he does his full power black Chidori. As soon as the attack collides, everyone sees something that surprises them. A smoke appears, and the next thing everyone sees that, like, a lightning is in the mid-air. Like, it's not yet contact with, you know, what's her name? Raven. And the next thing they see is the wood style, covering Sasha, is like, what's happening? And then she goes, this. And she activates her genjutsu. I mean, her Sharingan. And everyone are like, what? And she goes, I am a Senju and an Uzumaki. I'm a Senju and an Uchiha. And I'm gonna say that there are still some Uchihas in the village, but there are many missing. So all the villagers think that it's their fault. Like Naruto's the demon, and it's his fault. So they were trying to think and attack, kill Naruto in the Chunin exams. So the next match was like Sasuke lost. The next match was you know Sasuke. I mean, so Naruto versus Man Mito, and everyone were like Man Mito, and Man Mito like they activate, they're like, we'll end this quick. We have to kill the demon. And so they do hand sense and they're like, summoning jutsu. And they both summon, Slug and Toad, and they're like, this is the strongest summoning. Beat that, you demon. And they, activate the Mangekyo. And, a Susano armor appears and covers both the Toad and the Slug. And they both then, go into the Sage mode. And with Curse Mark 2 stage. And he goes, Naruto goes, demons, demons. And all, they get angry and they use all of their Nine Tails chakra. And they're like, no, you can't beat us. And Naruto starts laughing, saying that I wanted you guys to use Ninetales chakra. Now, because of you, I have gained 100% of the Ninetales chakra back. And he's like, what? And all the tales of like Kurama's chakra that Menma and Mito were using vanishes. And they're like, demon, what did you do? And he's like, all the chakra returns to the soul. And I got all of it. Now you behold, check my summoning. And he summons, his dragon, and he's like, why did you summon me, Master Naruto? And Naruto goes, these two weak summonings are saying that they are the strongest summonings and they want to have a fight with us. And like Agna Logia looks at both of their some like Toad and this like, and he's like, oh. these two think, huh? And both of them are shaking like hell. But then I'm like, Menma goes, don't worry, you have the Susanoo armor. And then, both of them are like, are you an idiot? He can destroy us all just with a single roar. And they're like, what? And then Naruto goes, Agnologia, judgmentary strike. In Agnologia just starts creating thunders. And thunder flows through his body and then he roars. A single roar, and the next thing you notice is Menma Mito on the floor, near death. And Naruto goes and stabs him through their, seal, and then he pulls out the remaining chakra, whatever they had, if they even had. And then he does his like, you don't deserve this Sharingans. And he was about to pull, when like Minato appears and stops, but his one eye, which his eye that he had of the Uchiha. I'm gonna say that Uchiha's another eye is with Danzo, and the main eye is with the strong Genjutsu one is with Minato, and Naruto pulls that eye out. Minato's like, in the end, he activates, his Susanoo, the same size as you know, Itachi Susanoo, exactly the same, but it does not have a sword or a shield. It has two kunais, and it is yellow in color. Naruto goes pathetic, and he summons his Susanoo, and everyone are like, what? And he activates his Jojutsu, and everyone can see that. It's like, what? And Naruto goes, wood style, 1000 Buddha arms, and then that is 1000 Buddha arms, slapping thingy. Yeah, this fucking slapping, bitch slapping shit. The thing that bitch slapped, Kurama and the entire majestic tire Susanoo like it was nothing. Yeah, that 1000 Buddha arm thingy. The slapping jutsu. 1000 Buddha arm slapping jutsu. That can even slap the plot armor jutsu away. I don't know how I took that as funny, but anyways. And so Naruto and like does that, and the entire village is like getting destroyed. Naruto takes up everyone he lands, and then he goes into his Kurama avatar with the Susanoo armor, and everyone like seeing this Kurama that is bigger than even normal Kurama, and his biggest 10 tails. Everyone's jaw dropped. They're like, the fuck is he? He's a demon! And then Naruto obliterates half of the village, and then he destroys defenses of the village, and his shadow clones take a lot of money from the leaf. They steal money, they steal scrolls, they steal like valuable information, and they steal many of the Sharingans that like Danzo has, and Hashirama sells he has. And also I'm specifying this because this is important. He even takes Minato's secrets, and he goes, and then he creates a jutsu by which, like a dead body, and he does that, kills a root anbu, and he does that jutsu on the root anbu. Now this jutsu is called shojutsu. By this jutsu, a fake, like whatever proofs they had that Minato was evil would be given when Naruto snaps in his if you don't understand what I'm saying, I'm just saying that if Naruto wants Minato's fame to be completely destroyed, if he just uses a like hand sign, that dead body will like is that person is back to life. Naruto was able to revive him, but he doesn't remember what happened, how he died. He doesn't even know that he died. So yeah, but he knows that Minato is evil, and so he'll be a proof. And when Naruto does the hand sign, like he'll be mind controlled by Naruto, and Naruto can use his body to tell everyone that the truth that Minato is evil by using his dojutsu. So yeah, Naruto destroys the village and takes all the Uchihas, all the kind people, like the shop, the ramen shop guy, and yeah, he takes everyone, and then he steals a lot of Ichi Paradise books and the limited edition new coming Ichi Paradise books. Like I'm gonna say he wrote, like Jiraiya wrote more Ichi Paradise books in this what if, and so he takes all of them, and then he goes to Jiraiya's house, and he sees that he wrote even more 20 which he's going to release soon, which Naruto picked them all up. And he's like, now I can read these all. And he like picks it up and he goes, I have to go. And he leaves. And so like the invasion still happens, but this time like the Leaf village is completely demolished and the invaders just leave instantly. So hardly they were able to knock some invaders, but that was just useless. Most of the people just escaped. And then the next thing the Leaf village found out is they are robbed. The Uchiha clan is wiped off, and they think that Uchiha clan is dead. And then there are like so many information, jutsus, documents, like secrets, everything is gone. And they're all angry, pissed off. And then one of the Anbu comes in front of the Hokage's office, and Minato is not in the Hokage's office. He is like talking with the villagers what to do. And then Anbu comes up and is like, I Naruto then uses a jutsu from his village, and then he controls the Anbu. He's like, I am a root Anbu, and I'm here with some very important proofs. And everyone are like, what proofs? And then they go, Minato Namekaze right here. He is responsible for everything. And they're like, what? And they go, Minato Namekaze. He was using the entire village's money for his own personal gain. He was using all of you, and he was planning on doing, killing most of you people and gain money. And he shows some fake proofs. Naruto created it, and like all the villagers start hating Minato. And then he goes, Naruto Uzumaki. He was not the real demon. He was made a demon so that all of you guys can hate him, and from the shadows he can make his strength stronger and destroy the village. And everyone are pissed off at Minato. And Minato's like, no, that's not true. These are the child of. And before he could say, like the villagers start hitting, throwing, eggs, rocks, and everything on Minato. And then Minato just teleports away. He's like, damn you. And then Naruto summons all the Hokages, and they all, go to the Leaf Village. And the entire, peace army. Naruto was able to, bring alliance with the Stone and the, Mist. And then Naruto comes to the village back and is like, alright, villagers, I want to say something. Thank you. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have become strong. So now, as a gift, I'm killing all of you. And everyone are like, please spare us, please spare us. And Naruto goes, I don't sense kindness from any one of you. I only sense need. And after I do help you, you'll betray me. So I don't believe any one of you. And he goes into his perfect Susanoo. Madara was also there. And he was revived. And he was told everything. And he goes into his perfect Susanoo. First Hashirama. First Hokage. He goes into his perfect Susanoo. Everyone go into perfect Susanoo. And everyone are like, Hokages. Hokage-sama, please help us. The demon is about to. And before anyone can say anything, the first Hokage starts shooting, his hands out. It's like his 1000 slapping Buddha thingy. Yeah, that gigantic Buddha statue. Damn, boy, that thing was even bigger than the Susanoo. It was like something like a 10 tail big level big. And so, yeah, he does that in like Naruto, and they wipe out the entire village. And Naruto goes, everyone leave. And Naruto, everyone leave. And then he does a massive particle time, killing everyone. And then Minato comes with, Menma, Mito, and Kushina, and like, and Jiraiya, and they're like, what are you doing? And then Jiraiya summons, his two, toes. He's like, you are a demon. I was about to ask you what you were doing, but then seeing that you killed everyone, now I have to destroy you. And then the toads come and they're like, Jiraiya, Jiraiya boy, you called us at the correct time. You were about to come, and then Jiraiya's like, what? The prophecy. And Jiraiya goes, I know. The prophecy meant me to have to find the demon. And they go, no. The prophecy says that the real, like the one who's the holder of prophecy is Naruto. And all of them look at Naruto and they're like, oh no, we messed up. And then Minato goes, no, there's no way. Menma Mito, before he could say anything, Naruto just, demolishes both of his hands. He goes, I am the reincarnation of the sage of six paths son, and so you die. And he creates a gigantic, like majestic Rasengan and demolishes and kills Minato. Rip Minato. And I'm thinking, guys, to make a new series. I'll talk about that later, but let's finish this series. This is going to be the final episode of this What If. And so Minato kills, of course, Minato gets killed by Naruto, but then he revives him again, and then he keeps his chakra chain on him. I mean, a chakra seal on him, and then and then Raven destroys Mito and Kushina, and she keeps a seal on them. And then Menma is like, I am the child of prophecy. I won't lose your demon. And he starts accessing a lot of power. And he goes into a power that only awakens if you're a pure demon. You have pure hatred. And with that power he gains, a wings like a demon, gets horns like a demon, the tail like a demon. I mean, demons are good. I don't say they are not bad. I don't say they are all demons are bad. There are good demons and bad demons. But here, this guy is a pure devil. He's a pure demon. He hates everything. And so Menma goes and like starts fighting Naruto. Naruto goes, I had enough. And he goes into his 10-tail Biju avatar. It's like not Biju avatar, he goes into his 10-tail chakra cloak. It's like six-path sage cloak, but he has white color chakra. And so yeah, Naruto fights fights Menma and he destroys Menma. And finally he uses, I have to destroy you, Menma. Sorry. And then he says, Giant Rasang Shuriken, and he kills Menma. And then he, does Hansen's revives Menma, but keeps energy seal by which dark energy does not even consume him. And then he keeps all three of them in a very, very deadly genjutsu. I mean, all four of them. And then he leaves them in a cave. And what happens is he leaves them and they both suffer. Or like Minato and they are in a and Jiraiya, they are in a very powerful genjutsu, and they live the life that Naruto had to suffer. And they had to suffer, like the pain for them was 10 times more. Naruto made it such a way, yeah. So the pain was too much that their mind couldn't handle and they died. Naruto in that cave created a soul's jutsu by which even the soul goes to hell and does the same suffering. So yeah, like all of them had was suffering like their life, even afterlife. Even in the afterlife, they were suffering like hell. And Naruto was happy about it. And Orochimaru, he got Kiba's body like completely demolished. Kiba's body Naruto was able to destroy. He used Suigetsu cells, Karin's cells, and he used Jugo's cells. He used Kabuto's cells, Orochimaru's cells, and he was able to create a new body thanks to first Hokage giving some cells, by which he was able to create a new body, which was a kid's body, Kid Orochimaru's body, and Orochimaru was like okay, and he goes inside of it, and then he finds out something very good. He finds out his full power, and he finds out that he's more powerful than even in his normal body, and he finds out that he's immortal, and the most important thing he finds out is he's now a perfect sage, and he has the Byakugan. Even though he wanted the Sharingan, he got Byakugan, and he did not give a crap about it. He's happy. And then Naruto goes, and I did not give you only the Byakugan. And he goes, what? You did not? You gave me something else? And Naruto goes, yeah, I gave you Katsurigan. And now this makes Orochimaru happy, and he grits his teeth. He's like, thank goodness I met this kid, or else I would have had to use the Sasuke's body. And Sasuke, he became a rogue ninja. And I'm gonna say that Sasuke was hunted down by the Peace Village, and he was found by like all the Uchihas, and Sasuke is like, I will kill you, and he goes into his imperfect Susanoo, armored Susanoo, and I'm gonna say that Fugaku goes into his perfect Susanoo, Itachi goes into his perfect, and I'm gonna say Shizui goes into his perfect, and Naruto appears and he goes into his perfect. Raven appears, she goes into her perfect. Pink Susanoo, and I'm gonna say they all stamp on Sasuke Susanoo, demolishing and killing Sasuke. So yeah, guys, that's how that ends. So this is the end of the series. I know I did not make this good, this episode, but I had a lot of work, guys. I'm thinking of making what if, Deku or My Hero Academia 1 what if, which is going to be what if My Hero Academia Deku was, Ten Tails Jinchuriki. I was thinking of making it. You guys comment me down below if you guys want me to make him a 10 Tails Jinchuriki. But anyways, guys, this is the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like, share, and subscribe this channel. And please, guys, please, thank, share this video, guys. I want to get more subscribers. I know I'm young, and I'm not commanding you guys. If you guys want to share, only then share, please. But anyways, guys, if you think that this what if was not good, please type in the chat redo, and I'll do the redo of this what if. And so I hope you guys enjoy this what if. Thank you, and comment down below if you guys want what if Deku was 10 years Jinchuriki or Izuku Midori was 10 years Jinchuriki. So yeah, so goodbye. Or I can even do this. I can make what if Naruto Deku was betrayed and was 10 years Jinchuriki, or what if Deku was neglected and was 10 years Jinchuriki. So yeah, it's up to you. So thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe this video, and thank you. Bye.